Okay, let's get started by opening up Microsoft Excel. You'll notice that in the home screen here, they have a number of templates for you to choose from. And I recommend obviously playing with those templates, but you might want to watch several of the first videos here to get a sense of how Excel works before really trying to dive into any one of these. It will be hard to navigate these without having a background understanding of how Excel works. So you'll notice that the other parts of the screen here, they have recents. Those just show you the recent files that are available to you. Shared files, if you use the features within Microsoft to be able to share the files that you're working on with other members of your team, and then to go and open up files from an existing location on your computer. Let's start off with some very basic terminology. We're going to open up a blank workbook. That's Microsoft Excel's special wording for the file that you're going to be creating anything in Microsoft Excel. So a lot of people get this confused. There's a big difference between a workbook and a worksheet. This is one workbook here, titled here at the top as Book 2, and the sheet that we're on is sheet number 1. Now you can have many sheets or multiple sheets within one workbook. That's a very important concept to understand. And so we'll start off the very first exercise in just creating one new sheet by going down here to the plus button, clicking that where it says new sheet, okay, and seeing that we've now created sheet 2. There are keyboard shortcuts for creating sheet 2, sheet 3, and so on, and also shortcuts for practically anything that you do in Microsoft Excel. I'll have a special section just for keyboard shortcuts later on. Okay, so let's just show what the difference is between sheet 1 and sheet 2 by looking at cell A1 here and just type in maybe ABC into your keyboard. And you'll notice if you just click off to the side that ABC gets kind of stuck or placed into cell 1. It has some default formatting to have it be left aligned. And then let's click on sheet 2 and do the same thing in cell A1. Except this time, let's put A, B, C, and D. And then we can hit enter or just click off in cell B1. And you'll notice that when we navigate back and forth between sheet 1 and sheet 2, we have the data that we put into cell A1. So these are unique cells. These are unique sheets. You can reference cells between the two sheets, so we can pull data in from other sheets. But right now we have cell A1, that's A, B, C in this, sheet 1. And then in sheet 2, a whole new data in cell A1. And so this is important when we go to create some pretty sophisticated workbooks where we have many different things on different sheets and we're referencing data between the sheets. Right now, I just want to just introduce you to the basic terminology of creating a workbook and creating a worksheet. So the next step we'll do here is just go down to the sheet and right click on that sheet. And you'll see the option for delete. Now, I really recommend that before you do this step, you are absolutely 100% sure that you want to delete that sheet, because when you click delete, there's no turning back, and Microsoft is giving you that warning that says, are you really sure that you want to delete this particular sheet? Because this could be very difficult for you to recover from. You really want to make sure that if you have a feeling that you might need this data on sheet 2, that really before you go and click delete, let's click cancel here, that you go and maybe save a version of this workbook. And for doing that, we would go to File, Save As, and create the very first version of this workbook. Okay, so let's just assume that we knew that we didn't need to have this sheet, so we'll go down here, right click, click delete, delete one more time, and we're all set.